And good Saturday morning, everybody. Hope your Saturday is starting off great. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm here, man. I'm glad to be back. Glad to see you, and going to have some fun.
Yeah, we're going to show some comics again today. Uh, got a few stacks here, stuff to show. I know you got some stuff ready to go as well. Seems like it's been a month again since we've been together.
Yeah, I know it's been a minute, and I know you've had stuff going on with your health, and I've been busy with work and music stuff and family and got family stuff today. So it's I'm happy we can carve out this little bit of time Saturday morning so we can do this.
That's it. That's it. I look forward to it, and I'm glad everybody else that shows up, they're always up for it. So, what do you say we open the gates right up for the peanut gallery? Get them right in here.
Let's do it.
All right. And good Saturday morning to everybody in the peanut gallery. Great to have you with us.
Absolutely. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Hope we can maybe add to it a little bit in a positive way.
There we go. Put a little smile on your face, show you some comics, and give you a little happy start to your Saturday and to your weekend. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got Anthony Purdue starting us off with another one of his great memories. So here we go. He says, "Good morning, Peanut Peers. Comic books saved my life in 1967. I was 5 years old. Saturday morning.
I was only 4.
Saturday afternoon in October. Me and Jerry, our third grade friend, are hanging out together and getting late. It's getting late, so we head for home.
I'm going to my grandparents' house. My mom and siblings are there. Dad's picking us up after work. Jerry lives around the area. We get to the corner of my grandparents' street,
Where the mom and pop store is. I can see the spinner rack from the doorway opening. I tell Jerry I'm going to look at the comic books. Two guys in a red car drive up and stop at the curb.
The passenger calls us, "Hey, kids, you want to ride home?" Jerry does and gets in the car. I'll tell the guy, "No, I'm going to the store. Besides, I live down the street anyway."
He keeps waving at me, saying, "Come on, we'll take you home." I look at him and I look at the spinner rack. No contest. I smile and shake my head no. He's persistent, though.
"Come on, you can go to the store later." I don't like him. I see people inside the store, so I loudly say no and go inside. They leave. I get some comic books, and when I get to the house,
I just say, "Jerry got a ride home." He never got home. I find out Monday morning at school. I tell some kids, uh, I tell I tell some of the kids what happened, and they tell someone about it.
the sheriff's talk to me. I tell them the car was red, and I only saw the passenger, but nothing outstanding about him. They never find Jerry. Still to this day, I blame myself for just saying,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was. Oh, Jerry said Jerry got a ride home. I don't like. Did I skip one? What is it talking about? It. I want to make sure I didn't skip a part here.
"No."
Right, that's the part you read. Okay, okay. He said, "Quote: Jerry got a ride home. I don't like children in peril comic book covers, so I never got the DC horror books. Neil Adams did. I was very lucky that the spinner rack was there."
Because comic books saved my life in 1967.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, man, that's scary.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Wow.
You wouldn't think of stuff happening like that back then, but I guess to some degree it did. It just wasn't. You didn't hear about it a lot.
Oh my gosh. And they never found out what happened to him. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine being the parent of a kid who that happens to. Oh man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, give me the heebie-jeebies. So, well, Anthony, thank you for that memory and story of how comics saved your life. It's too bad they couldn't do the same for your friend Jerry.
Yeah, yeah,
That's really really scary. Wow.
it is.
And Lady M is with us once again. She of the blue wrench.
Lady Maranya, welcome.
She says, "Oh wow, I'm glad you listened to your gut feelings, Anthony." She sends him hugs. I can see why you don't like those covers. I could see where that would scar me for
Yeah,
for life.
bit. And ECR's in the house. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, great to have you, Easy. How you doing?
Yeah, always happy to see him. Said, "Yeehaw! CBM is back on the air to the tune of Good Old Boys by Waylon Jennings."
All right. You want to take it or you want me to take it? What do you want to do?
I think I remember this one.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
There we go. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. Trying to collect them all, been reading every comic they saw since the day they was born.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh,
Thank
that's awesome,
you so
man.
much, Easy.
Glad to have him back.
Absolutely. I hope everything's going well with your dad.
Just getting ready to say that. Yeah, hope so.
Yeah, sending prayers and thoughts your way, my friend. So keep it going. So thank you so much for writing that musical stylings like you always do. We greatly appreciate it,
We
sir.
miss that quite a bit, even though I'm sure some of our watchers out there doesn't miss our voices. But
that's it. We must be getting ready for the second or third album now, right?
right. We just can't get the promotion going, can we?
That's it. Oh, and Maranya says, "Yeehaw! Great song, ECR, as always." Big old smiley face.
And Ron says, "Okay, Rod and Shannon, let's get this show on the road."
There we go. And Triple C is with us. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob, good to see you, buddy.
He says, "Happy Saturday, everyone, and a happy Saturday to you, sir."
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to the 12:30, 12:45 comic book claim sale over on his channel. Got to get over there and get a front row seat, because I mean you get some good books over there for just $2 and free shipping. Can't beat that with a stick.
Absolutely.
So great to have you with us, Rob. Thank you.
And Michael Taylor's in the house. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
He says hello to Rod and Shannon.
Great to have you with us once again, Michael. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us. And we got Werewolf by Lunchtime is with us once again.
There he is.
Thank you, sir. He says, "Down under greetings from your friendly neighborhood werewolf and Rico." Meow. Oh my gosh. I was hoping to have the Maranya's Legion of Super Pets piece ready today, and I worked on it again late last night, but I didn't get it finished. I keep finding new ideas to throw into it. So I'm close. I'm hoping by next weekend I'll have it, so when we can debut it right on here. So
Good
everybody
deal.
stay tuned and come back next week. And
Ron,
Maranya, go ahead.
oh, okay. So she says, "Happy Saturday, Triple C, Michael, Werewolf, and Rico."
There she goes. You got them all in there. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, "Happy Saturday, Maranya," giving her a wave.
And Tempest from Mars in the house. Welcome, sir.
Hey, great to have you with us, Tempest. Happy afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, afternoon, everyone.
I got to catch up. I know he's done a video this past week. I think he even might have done two. I got to catch up on everybody's videos this weekend
because way behind, man. I'm just
I'm very very behind. I know Higgy's got a couple. I know Aaron's got one. I think Rob. I missed all of Rob's this past week. The noontime ones that he does every day. Missed all of those. I apologize, but I just been very, very busy, unfortunately. But I'm going to catch up, doggone it.
Yeah. And Maranya says, looks like Rod needs a different pair of cheaters.
Yeah, I got you laugh. This bag right here is full of dollar store. I just went. It's full of different whatever they call them, lenses, styles, or whatever, you know. Yeah. But yeah, because I had busted all the other ones, so I got them right up to 3.25 down to 2.0. So I have to try them out to see how my eyes are working, which one works best with my eyes. So these were the ones that won this morning. So hopefully they're big. These are huge.
Yeah, I'm way past the cheater stage. If I take these off, it looks like somebody smeared Vaseline across my eyes. So you know, I'm way past the cheater stage.
Well, I was scheduled this past week to have a doctor's visit with my eye doctor. Been waiting for almost 3 months, right? Unfortunately, I had 2 other doctor appointments scheduled for the same day, almost the same time. So I had to call and cancel them. And they say, well, we can get you in October. And I'm like, you got nothing else? And she said, well, you can see this other person, this other doctor, not my usual one. I says, I just need to get in to see somebody because I do need a pair of prescription glasses. So to get ready to stop with this stuff, you know. But so now they're going to get me in the end of August. Woohoo!
Good deal.
All right, back to the peanut gallery. We got Michael Taylor. He says, Rod, how are you feeling? I'm probably about 60%. That's what I feel about right today. Little tired, little low energy, but you guys, whenever I get on here with my brother here, Shannon, and you guys all jazz me up. So it gives me the energy to go on and do this. And I didn't want to waste another week, you know. So I wanted to get back on here and say hi to everybody and let's get this going. So.
Yeah, well, for myself, I'm really happy that you're here and able to do this, even though you're not feeling up to 100%. And I know everybody's prayers are going that you get to 100% very soon, brother.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
And we got hippies in the house at Excelsior True Believers. Yeah.
Tom. How you doing, Tom? Great to have you with us, sir. Thank you again. And Maranya says, good morning to TFM.
And she says, Excelsior hippies.
And Michael Taylor says, hi to Maranya.
And Dr. Von Chill is back in the house. Yeah. Talked to John today. Yeah.
Great to have you with us once again, John. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us. Appreciate that, sir.
Glad you could be here. He's saying howdy to all.
Absolutely. Excuse me. Hippies Collectible says, and a good morning to you, Lady M.
And she also said, John, good to see you. How are you and Lady Pauline doing?
We want to know. Hippie says, and a hey to you, John. Whoops. Went way past where I needed to go. There we go.
And Eric K's in the house.
Hey, Eric.
Brother Eric, how you doing, buddy? He says morning to everyone. I know he's been a little under the weather, too, him and his wife. And hopefully he'll find out what's going on with his health. So glad to see Eric this morning.
Sending prayers and good thoughts your way to you and the missus, Eric. Glad to see you with us this morning. Michael Taylor says hello to Dr. V.
And Ryan saying good morning to Eric.
Michael Taylor says hello, Hippie.
And Hippie says, how is all you guys doing? We're doing just fine there, Hippie.
He says, howdy, Michael.
And Eric K saying hi to Maranya.
And Quite Enough Sayer is with us. Hey.
Hey, QNS, glad to see you.
He says, hey, Peanuts, and a hey to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. Appreciate it.
Oh. And Martin says, how are Ozzy Harriet and Annalie and Martin doing? Talking about Eric's pets, yeah.
She's got to memorize, man.
He does.
Eric K says, hi, QNS.
And the Jackson Roykirk's in the house. And hello, Peanut folks.
Hey, Jackson, how you doing, sir? He gets around. He's on every chat show that I watch, I think.
Oh yeah, round, get around. He gets around.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny though. Love it. I love it. Great to have you with us, Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, glad my part of Saturday is back. Well, thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that, sir.
Yes, we do, absolutely. And Dr. Von Schell says, howdy, Maranya, Tom, and Michael.
And Maranya also says, hey there, QNS and Jackson.
Eric K says, my four-legged kids are doing well, Maranya. Thanks for asking.
Eric K says, hi to Dr. Von Schiller.
And he's also said, and Michael and Jackson, greetings.
And Lead Paint is with us. Hey,
Greg, glad to see you.
Greg, thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us once again. Appreciate it, sir. He says, good morning. Have a few minutes to check out the show before I have to hit the honey-do list. The honey-do list that never goes away.
I understand that
one. Great to have you with us, Lead Paint.
Absolutely. And Dr. V says, howdy to Eric.
And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, where's Jackson?
He's right there.
Yeah, he's there.
And Ronnie says, good morning, Lead Paint. I get the honey-do list from my husband, and I did my main one on the list, the dishes, before the show.
Hippies Collectible says, Rod, either those glasses got bigger or your head shrunk. Well, it could be either or both. No, these are big. These are brand new. And we're trying them out here to try and help me read a little better. So far, I don't think it's the glasses that's the problem.
And Jackson Worker says, Hobbs.
There we go. And of course, Werewolf's got to give him the standard reply, Jackson.
And Werewolf by a long time said, there he is. Yeah.
There he is. Absolutely. He wouldn't abandon you. Michael Taylor says, hello to Eric K.
And ECR says, awesome job, Shannon. My pop is on the mend and feeling better. I appreciate the well wishes. That's awesome, man.
Good. Very good. Good news. Like to hear that. Hippies Collectible says, ECR, very happy to hear that. Excellent. Yes. Always great to hear that.
And Ronnie says, glad to hear that ECR. My prayers and thoughts go out with you and your family.
Absolutely. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, great news, Easy. Yes, sir.
And Jackson says, the Legion of Peanut Pets constantly keeps growing. There is going to be no Bob Barker on here saying get your pets spayed or neutered, I don't think.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot he used to do that, didn't he? Quite Enough Sayer says, good news, ECR. Yes, sir. Great news. News indeed.
And the Jackson Roykirk says, good to hear. Easy.
Fist bump. Mike Taylor says, hi, ECR. Glad to hear your pop is doing better. Yes, sirree. Best news of the day so far. Love
and
it.
ECR says, thank you, everyone.
Cool beans. And the Jackson Roykirk says, very important to keep check on the eyes. Life experience advice, my friends. I hear you.
And Maroni says, I have the trifecta, nearsighted, farsighted, and astigmatic. So I have those no-line lenses, which are great.
Oh, wow. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, she has got the trifecta.
Yeah. I don't know what, I think mine are. See, one of my eyes I can see good at the distance, it's whatever, 2 feet to the monitor. My right eye I can see good. My left eye is like you say, it's like Vaseline smudged over your eye type of thing. Yeah. So, and I know they said I had cataracts, I think, but they wanted to wait till I don't know, whatever they do, they get ripe. I don't know, whatever they do before they did the surgery or whatever. So I'm hoping they kind of speed that up. That would be nice. So I could see it.
Well, several months ago when I got my new glasses, he said, I got like the, some of the precursor signs of it, said nothing to worry about right now. So For right now, anyway, I don't have to worry about it.
Mike Taylor says, I've gone through tons of glasses through the years. Yeah, me too. Me too. Thank goodness for Dollar Store.
And Werewolf says, I'm farsighted. I can see you, but you can't see me.
Miranda says, I've worn glasses since I was 9 years old, so 53 years this year. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
My granddaughter, she's had hers since she's been like 6. So, yeah. And Ranger Sly's in the house. Said, good morning, Bon Matin. I hope everyone is doing well. Glad to see you, Ranger, our neighbor to the north.
Absolutely. Great to have you with us once again, Ranger. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us once again. We appreciate it. Michael Taylor says, Rod, glad to hear it. Yes, thank you, sir.
And Mariah says, good morning to you, Ranger Sly.
And the Jackson Roy Kirk says, I can't see you, werewolf, but I can't see you, werewolf, but I wish I didn't.
And Werewolf says, I've worn glasses 4 years now. I don't notice it now, probably because of my bad eyesight.
I could see how that would be because I get used to them too. And he also says, thanks, Jackson.
And Mariah says, Jackson has a GPS detector for all of us. Rob, that's how he finds us.
Oh, man.
That's pretty nice and also creepy at the same time.
Oh, no, poor Jackson. No. Oh, no. Wherever he goes, he always provides a laugh or two. He's awesome. I love to see him in the chat. Great to have you with us this morning, Jackson. Thank you so much. Eric K. says, Maranya, Harry was originally thought to be a girl and was named Harriet. The rescue changed it to Harry when they realized their mistake. Like, whoops, okay.
Maranya says, I saw the video and oops, my bad, poor Harry.
Poor Harry. The Jackson Roykirk says, wait, I meant I can see you, but wish I didn't.
You got it.
There we go.
And Jackson said, fingers haven't woken up yet.
I know that feeling, Jackson. I know that feeling. Missing Mars is with us once again. Double M. How you doing this morning, Double M? He says, hey, just got my internet restored. Life is good.
Yeah. Yeah, we just switched over. We had Spectrum for a long time, and it just wasn't doing the job, and they were wanting outrageous sums for it. And so we went, cut our bill by 30% by going to Metronet. I know I sound like a commercial here, but they it's better to get a gig for like $30 or $40 less than what we were paying for Spectrum and just getting 300 megs. So yeah, it's just the download time is awesome. So we're glad we switched over.
I mean, nowadays you gotta look for the best deal. You really do.
And everything's a promotional price. So in a year or two, it'll go up, and this one I'll switch back to the other guys. Because ever since we left Spectrum, we've been getting all the fun. Hey, we'll give you this, 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 and this. So you know how it works.
Yeah, when you talk to them on the phone and say, "Okay, you're going to give me that, but why don't you give me that for a lifetime?"
Right.
Then we can talk.
Switch back and forth.
All right. Michael Taylor says, lead paint. Now I have a craving for honeydew.
And Ron says, my fingers haven't gone to bed yet. Been up since 5 p.m. yesterday. Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
What's going on? That's severe insomnia.
Yeah. Wow. Well, by lunchtime says, those are some strong glasses, Jackson. What color underwear am I wearing?
Inquiring minds do not want to know. And V. Jackson Roykirk says, missing Mars.
Oh, Maranya says, Double M, that is great news. How are you and Ludwig doing? We want to know.
Right. And the Jackson Royker says none, unfortunately.
And Lady M says, I can see without my glasses pretty well, but my distance vision is better with them. I have trouble now. It's like in between, it's weird. So I just want the doctor to figure it out and give me glasses so I can see.
And Werewolf says, you bought those glasses out of a comic magazine, didn't you, Jackson? The X-ray.
Maranya says, fun fact, one time I was drunk and I could see perfect distance without my glasses. I knew I was sobering up when my distance vision went away. Oh, no.
I think there's another story there somewhere. And V. Jackson Rourke says, I've had glasses since 2. My poor mom trying to find them since I put them down everywhere. Wow.
Oh, yeah. See, that's my fear is that I'm gonna put them down and lose them. I'm sure I've lost my share of these type. That's why I just go and I'll spend $20 on dollar glasses. Eric K says, and Harry is the one with no eyes and kind of a funky half tail, but his other senses are very heightened. Oh, he's like Daredevil. Super hearing and smelling powers.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. And Michael says, I wear bifocals. My eyesight is okay without glasses, but to read and watch TV, I need them. Yeah.
Yep, I understand. Maranya also says, wow, I was reading since I was 2 years old, Jackson. I pity your poor mom.
And Werewolf says, Jackson, just tell your mom where you put them.
And Dr. Vonchilla, he says, we're still on our noon to 9 p.m. sleep schedule around here and will be until September. Summer is the season of atonement for our sins. I still have to get up whenever Pauline wants something. She does rule the roost.
Oh, man. And Brian says, Harry's name should be Cat Murdoch, but Beckerman's feline companion snagged that moniker already, Eric.
There you go. That's right. Good catch, Maranya. You are right. Double M Missing Mars says, Maranya Ludwig says hello and's doing well. Great to hear that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Maranya says, agreed, John. I'm holed up here with fans of Blazing. Glad to hear it, MM and Ludwig.
Cool beans, cool beans. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, we had a crazy storm here Tuesday, so we locked the cat flap. Guess who woke me up at 3:40 Wednesday morning? That's right, Mrs. Werewolf. Rico was fine.
And Diabetic Superman's in the house. Glad to have you, sir.
Hey, DS, great to have you with us once again, sir.
Yeah, he says, hey, everyone, sorry I'm late. I had to clean the litter box. More felines in the house.
Yeah, that's on my to-do list today, is do the litter boxes. So I understand.
And Maranya says, good morning, DS. How are you and Shadow doing today?
Cool beans, cool beans. And I guess that catches us up with the first round of the peanut gallery. So I hear you got some books you wanted to show us.
Yeah, I think I got a few.
All right. Well, here you go. It's all you. Spotlight time.
All right. Thank you, sir. I don't know if I'd ever pull these out. Got a little run of supervillain team up. I kept thinking I had issue number 1, and then it's like one of those things like, okay, I knew I had that in a card at one time, and I knew I had it on my list. And, when this gets so big, even if you're trying to be organized, sometimes you really don't know what you have at all. So, but anyway, I'm going to have to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one. But anyway, here we got supervillain team up number 2 with Subby and Dr. Doom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of Dr. Doom, I'm sure everybody's heard who's going to play Dr. Doom now in the MCU.
Yeah.
And I love Robert Downey Jr., but I'm sorry. I think that they're being desperate. I think that's a money grab, because the last few Marvel movies have kind of been, what I'm saying. But, yeah, I love Downey Jr., but I was like, I don't know about that one. But
think
opinions
they're.
vary, and mine is only one.
Yeah, I guess he's going to be an evil Tony Stark from one of the worlds in the multiverse or something. What I
Who
heard.
knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? Yeah. And here we got issue 3 of Dr. Doom and Submariner. I think it looks like a Ramita cover.
Cool. Nice. That's another series you don't see a lot or hear people talk a lot.
What was it, like 17 issues, 18 issues, something like that?
Yeah. No, it wasn't much.
And here's another copy of number 3. Don't know how these multiple copy things keep happening, but man, I need to put some tape on this one. Okay, hadn't had these out in a while. I need to change the bags. Here's number 4. Here's a great cover.
Oh, yes. That was a unique series, too, to have two villains be basically the stars.
Here we got number 11. Like I say, I don't have all this one, so we're skipping a few issues. Great cover by Dave Cockrum and Joe Sennett. Got the Red Skull, got Cap on there. And Last Stand at Latveria.
Nice.
Here's another copy of that. It's not even in the bag, so you can tell it's been a while since wow.
It's escaped.
Yeah. And here we have number 14, Dr. Doom and Magneto, supervillain team up. Here we got, I think the Avengers show up and the champions in this one. We got a John Byrne cover.
Oh,
I think Byrne, did Byrne do some of the interior art on these? I can't remember.
I want to say yes.
But I remember this is a good story. Yeah. And here's, I think this is the first issue I had of this. Here's a supervillain team up number 16, Red Skull and the Hate Monger. From what I remember, the Hate Monger was Hitler, right?
Oh, he was from an early Fantastic Four story, right?
I think he was turned out.
He also was in Nick Fury. I remember he was one of the faces on the Christmas tree ornament cover.
Right.
I remember.
I know this is the childhood copy, so I'm really surprised it's in this good a shape.
Oh.
And here we got giant size supervillain team up. Got a big fatty, as Hickey would say.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. 3 Titanic tales of the world's greatest super foes. And here we have giant size supervillain team up number 2, side by side against the humanoid hordes.
Great. I like that cover too.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. We got some Marvel 2-in-1.
Oh, nice.
Thing and Man Thing. Yeah. I really like this series. I still got a few to go on this one, but I always enjoyed the Thing. I believe I enjoyed him more in the solo stuff when he was teaming up with different heroes. Even though I still loved him in the FF. But and here we go with Marvel 2-in-1. Number 2, Submariner. Opinions vary on the Savage costume. I'm not a fan, but I know some people are.
Yeah, I was never a real big fan. I just like the usual one, the green trunks, and
But it's okay. Some people love it, and that's great.
Yeah.
And here we have number 3, Thing and Daredevil.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And number 4 with Captain America.
Oh, yes.
And number 6 with Doctor Strange. Good cover there.
Is that Starlin?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I think that's Starlin,
Yeah. Cool.
And here we have number 9. Number 9. Looks like it might be a combination of Gil Kane and somebody else, maybe.
Yeah.
And Thing and Black Widow, number 10. There were a lot of good story arcs in this, for people that haven't read Marvel 2-in-1. There was remember the Pegasus Project?
Oh, yeah, with Wondar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. The Thing and the Golem. Golem's always one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember him from Strange Adventures?
Yes. Uncanny.
Strange Tales. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Uncanny, but that's the Mummy. The
right.
Mummy.
And we got Marvel 2-in-1 number 13, Thing and Power Man, Ron Wilson and Frank Giacomo, I think. Or as Higgy says, Frank Giacomo. Oh! And here we got Marvel 2-in-1 14 with the Son of Satan.
Oh,
Who are they fighting here? Ravenstorm. And I like this one. The Thing and the Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Scarecrow only had appeared in what, 1 or 2 issues before that?
Yeah, I think he was in, what was it, Dead of Night was like his first appearance. And I really loved that character.
Mm.
And here's one that's not bagged. Here's Marvel 2-in-1 number 16, Thing and Kazar.
These are.
Not Kazar, as I called him for years when I was a kid. The Thing and Tigra. And the Claws of the Cougar.
Oh, man, this is some memories because I remember buying them off the rack, man.
Here's one of my favorites. The Thing and the Liberty Legion with that Kirby cover.
Yes.
Look at that. That's just awesome. Master Man, U-Man, and the masked killer called Sky Shark.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for super teams, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know me. You know.
Oh, yeah, I know you are too.
Yeah. And this is one of my favorites. The Thing and Doc Savage. I love this cover. That.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, Doc, we're color coordinated.
Yeah.
And I think that was an upgrade from my childhood copy, which is my childhood copy. Got the nice little tattered spine roll going on there and some creases. This has been read a lot. And another one, Thing and Thor, number 22.
30 cents. You could still get 3 for $1.
Right.
No.
Good point.
Yeah. Back in the day.
I've told this story before when, I didn't know about the economics of comics. So I had a buck and I went into less little mom and pop stores. Okay, I'm going to get 4 of my favorite comics. And I had like $1 and a nickel. Or they went from 25 to 30, but I wasn't aware of that yet. Put my money up there and he said, okay, this is going to be like $1.26. And I'm like, what?
What kind of cruel joke is this?
Yeah, that's when I found out about comic economics.
Yeah.
And here's the second part of that, number 23.
Oh, nice.
And this is a good one. One of my favorite B-list characters, number 24 with the Black Goliath.
Yeah. Man, some of these I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while since I pulled them out.
Wow.
Eric Kay did a great series spotlight on Black Goliath on his short run series.
Oh, what do you have, like 7 issues or something like that?
5, yeah.
5?
Yeah. And here we got Thing and Iron Fist. 25, yeah.
That's what I liked about those team up series with like that and Marvel team up was you got to see some of those lesser characters,
Yeah. We are the great fans of the B and C listers. Here we got the Thing, Nick Fury, 26. Yeah, I think this is probably one of my childhood copies. And I love this one. Here we got the Thing versus Deathlock, number 27.
Oh.
Fantastic Four. See, Deathlock's another one of those characters, man. I love him.
Yep.
I'm kind of thinking somebody stole some of that for Terminator. And here we got the Thing and Submariner in issue 28.
It looks like old Gil Kane there.
Yep. And Thing and Spider-Woman. I was a pretty big fan of Spider-Woman when she first came out.
I remember her more from the cartoon series than from the comics. I remember buying 1 or 2 comics because they had special guest stars in it. I think Spidey was in one of them.
Yeah.
And I can't remember somebody, Cap or somebody was in another one.
Yeah, I liked that's around the time that Carmine Infantino, he left DC and he went and did a lot of work for Marvel, and I think Spider-Woman was one of his that he did. And here we got Marvel 2 and 131, The Thing, Alone Against the Mystery Menace. I don't know who the Mystery Menace was because I can't remember.
And I don't either.
And here we have The Thing and Invisible Girl. And also more Spider-Woman. And Alicia is turned into a rampaging monster. And things like, why did all the girlfriends turn into psychos?
That was, see, now that's one of those books that it was just like, I was mad when I saw that on the rack. I'm like, come on, man. He teams up with her every month in another book. Come on. I want to see some of these other guys. You know?
Right.
I remember that. Wow, that's wild.
Yep. And this is this, I know for a fact, this is probably one of the first. I think number 2 was, and this one, number 33 with another great C-lister, The Thing and Mordred the Mystic.
Oh, yeah. He was like making a comeback at this point.
Yeah. And I really like that costume, too, for some reason.
I think that was around the time. Was that around the time he appeared in the Avengers doing he was part of the storyline in there with the Scarlet Witch and Wonder Gore and all that stuff, I believe.
I'm not sure.
Could be.
Here's an upgraded copy.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nighthawk. I was like Nighthawk.
Oh, a little lagging.
Even though this is not the first in the squadron. Yeah, I like the Supreme.
There we go. Okay, now you're back.
And here we have Thing and Skull the Slayer with a great Ernie Chan cover.
Yeah, Skull
35.
Yeah.
I like Skull. Disappointed again.
Uh-oh. You froze up again.
That's another Ernie Chan cover.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, see, that's another one. You're right. Thing and Mr. Fantastic. Come on, man. What is that, a filler?
Yeah. Here we have The Thing and Daredevil's alter ego, Matt Murdock, attorney at law.
Oh, Ben's
in
trouble
on trial.
That's it.
And I guess he decided to don the costume in this one, number 38, with Daredevil. And number 39 with one of my favorite Avengers, The Vision.
Nice.
And here we go with some. I didn't pull them all out, but I got some of the annuals here, some of the square bounds. There's Marvel 2 and 1, annual number 1 with the Liberty Legion. Great story.
Yes. Oh, it's chopping up on us. Still there?
Yeah, it's okay here. I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay.
And of course, everybody knows this one. Marvel 2 in 1 presents Thing and Spider-Man plus the Avengers. It's part of the story with, I think, number 7. Is that right?
Oh, yes, I remember that one. That was a cool story.
Yeah. And we got King Size Annual number 3, The Thing and the Man Called Nova.
Mm-hmm.
And another one for some reason. And annual number 4, The Thing and Black Bolt.
Yeah.
And last but not least, annual number 5, The Thing and the Hulk.
Yeah.
I think that's this one, right?
Oh, yes.
All right. That's all we got right now.
All right. Let's see. We'll bring us back up here together. Boom. Okay. Oh. And we got Jackson Roykirk and Maranya tag teaming us on the pause line. So thank you both for providing me with my starting point again, helping me out once again. Appreciate it. So here we go.
And Michael Taylor says, speaking of Daredevil, there is a new Daredevil show coming called Daredevil Reborn. Looking forward to it. Joined the Netflix series. Charlie Cox is back. Yeah, absolutely looking forward to that for myself. They originally were not going to have like a lot of supporting characters, but then they revamped it. And I guess that's what's taking so long for it to get back on the TV. So they are going to have all the supporting characters, Foggy Nelson and Karen Page. And, Kingpin's going to be back and Punisher and all those guys. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too.
Yeah, didn't they have it pretty much in the can, and they decided to go back and refilm a lot of it?
Yeah. I'm not really sure what the deal was there. And Jackson Rourke says, comic books, who would have thunk? And Dr. Von Chell says, Eli Katz kicks things off. Gil Kane lives.
There we go.
And Diabetic Superman says, hi, Maranya, we're fine, and how are you? And she says, once the budget lets me renew Disney Plus, I have a lot of shows to catch up on. Yeah, I'm always behind stuff that I want to watch.
Oh, yes.
Except I have caught up on The Boys. I really love The Boys, so that's pretty good. Yeah,
see, I don't get to see any of the Prime stuff. I don't have Amazon Prime. I wish I did.
Yeah. The Jackson Rourke says, yep, I'm not a fan of having actors and characters who have died returning to the movies. Yep. And Ron says, staying cool and hydrated here, DS. And Michael Taylor says, yes, would have preferred someone else to play Doom. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I know a lot of people were excited about that. I'm just like, to me, it was a money grab, because all the Marvel movies were kind of lacking the last several. So I don't know.
I think you're onto something there, because one of the big complaints from a lot of people, and I got to admit, I'm probably one of them too, is the fact that they did away with in game. They did away with Iron Man. They did away with Captain America. Essentially, they put him in the past and made him an old man, so he was no longer Captain America. They had made Thor into a joke, and changed Hulk, so now he's that stupid talking Professor Joe Hulk. And I think people, that's not what we wanted to see. We wanted to see the Avengers, and
right.
Don't be killing people off,
Right.
So I think this was their way of, look, Tony Stark is coming back, but he's going to be, Dr. Doom.
Right.
So,
yeah, anybody can like what they want to like, and more power to them. There's going to be fans for that. But this is two old guys complaining. That's the alternate title of this stream. So
that's right.
Moving on.
I love that. Two old guys complaining. Yeah. I love it.
I would like to see one of two things with Robert Downey Jr. in the movies. One, Iron Man versus the real Mandarin, or two, Iron Man versus the real Dr. Doom in Camelot. Yeah, that would be a great storyline. I remember that one.
Absolutely.
I'm with you all the way. And Eric K says, I never understood Submariner and supervillain team up. Can someone explain that to me? Wasn't Subby good? He was in the Defenders before this. Yeah, I think that kind of confused me when I first started reading that. And I'm like, okay, well, he's kind of, I guess, he's always had the arrogant thing going on. So I said, well, since he's arrogant, he's got to be a bad guy, I guess. I'm not sure.
He was either heel or babyface, depending on what they needed him to be in the story. That's the way I looked at it.
Yeah, it was just like wrestling. Okay, what's the angle on this one?
Exactly.
And Diabetic Superman says they're both like rabbits, Shannon. They keep multiplying. They do that. And Missy Mars says, hello, Jackson, my friend. And D. Jackson Rourke says, number one is listed as Marvel 2 on 1 on the left corner. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to mention it, and I forgot about that. Yeah, that's always funny. Which, if you think about that too much, you don't want to go there. And Maranya says Submariner can be good or bad depending on how he's written. I'm going to get my partner strangled over here.
Yeah, it's not fair doing that when I got a mouthful of drink here.
Yeah. And the Geeky Puppet Show's in the house. Hey.
Yay!
And I'm sure Rod's going to approve of this message. It's almost 10 a.m. I'm already eating pizza.
Oh, man, mine's coming. I already placed my order just before we went on the air. I placed my order with my wife.
Yep. And Dr. Von Chill says Gil King is getting no love from Shannon today. Right. No love at all. And Davis Collectible says Marvel 2-in-1. Love that run. Yeah. Still got a few to go. That's a cool little series.
It was, and like I said, you don't see a whole lot of people talking about it and stuff like that. It's just one of those side kind of series, but it went on for quite a long time.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say 100 issues, right? Plus the annual.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah,
it had to be a seller, you know.
Yeah,
and exactly. Ranger Slice says, I for one am a fan of the Romita design Namor costume. Like I say, opinions vary, and that's great. You know, some people love it.
Yep. Yes, sir, Rebub.
And Hippies Collectible says Gil Kane lives. And the Geeky Puppet Show says Gil Kane is the man. Love his art.
Oh, Gil Kane getting some love this morning.
Ear to ear now, and he's pumping his fist. I can see him right now. And Maranya says, send some pizza this way, please, Froggy.
There you go.
And Lee Jackson Rourke says, me too, Ranger.
There you go.
And Michael says, very cool team up, Thing and Man Thing. Yeah, of course, Man Thing's another one of those characters that I love, you know. And Maranya says, play the appreciation alarm, please, Rod.
All right. You want me to play it? I'll play it. We'll play it right now. How's that? Because I thought about it. And I didn't want to disrupt the flow. So here we go. We're gonna play it right now. There we go. That was for you, Maranya.
And for Dr. Bonjola, Gil Kane lives, and live he does.
There you go. It's getting old, though. I got to change that up. I got to make a new one so we can have
I was just sitting there looking at it real close. I'm like, I was counting them. Okay, well, yeah, I got that. Yeah, I have all those comics. And Ranger Sly says, I knew there was a reason I liked you, Jackson. And the Geeky Puppet Show says, I'm going to do an uncanny team up with my pillows.
I probably will at some point this afternoon myself.
Yeah, I'll probably feel like that later because I'm going to go up to my mom and dad's. It's my dad's birthday weekend, and she's going to be fixing a big home cooked meal. So I'm pretty sure after that, I'm going to be sitting on the couch just like,
yeah, food coma.
Yeah. And Jackson Worker says,
whoops, I double click.
And Ron said, I'll be doing that team up myself after this show. We bore them to sleep, man. Do you see a theme here? Well, I'm going to watch CBM, and that'll put me in the mood for a nap.
Yep. That'll cure my insomnia.
Okay, Shannon finally acknowledged the great one on his 5th Gil Kane cover, showing I was getting close to the edge. Yeah, somebody had to pull him back, man. I'm going to let him suffer for a bit before I mention the name.
Oh.
Werewolf says, apparently it's good luck if you step in dog poop. It wasn't good luck for me because 5 minutes I stepped in again.
Oh, no.
So does that mean you got twice the good luck or what?
Yeah, really. Play the lottery.
Yeah. And Hippie says, Marvel Team Up was another fave. Oh, yeah. In that same vein. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, later. And D. Jackson Rourke says, Dr. V, now I'm going to have to listen to that Yes album later today. And Ranger Sly says, Doc's savage skin is even more orange than the thing. Yeah. He's had some of that spray on tan stuff going on.
There you go, yeah.
And Hippie's Collectible says, now you have twice as much luck, Werewolf.
There you go.
And Werewolf says, tell that to my shoes, Hippie. Well, I'll tell you what, you never know what's going to get on this show.
That's it. Oh, my gosh.
Sometimes it's just a load of crap. I don't know. And Hippie Collectible says, LOL.
Oh.
And Dr. V says, LOL, Jackson, you got me wanting to hear it now.
There you go. Oh.
And the Geeky Puppet Show says tonight's readings are going to be great. Batman Superman Adventures at 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by DC Comics Presents 83 at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. That sounds familiar. DC Presents 83. Somebody's going to tell me what that one is, because I love it. Yeah.
I don't remember it right off the top of my noodle.
And Ron says Bill Foster was a great character. He deserved more respect than a better superhero named than Black Goliath. Yeah. And then they just kind of teased him in the, like, what was it, the Ant-Man movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lawrence Fishburne, I was like, well, let him be, Black Goliath or Giant Man, whatever, but just show him in costume, or let him grow something.
He should have appeared in the next one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was one of those things, that was a missed opportunity to me.
Yep. Yes, I agree.
And the Gray Man's in the house. Oh, glad to have you.
Hey, Gray Man, great to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much.
He's saying hi to all.
And a hi to you.
Welcome to you, sir. And Eric K says, I wish that the Black Goliath series had ran longer. He was a cool hero, in my opinion. And your opinion is doubled here and triple probably by my friend over here.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm surprised they have not really brought him back to do another series with him and give him his due. Really?
Yeah, I really don't know how many times he appeared after that series. It couldn't have been much.
I don't think it was. He might have put in a guest appearance here and there, but I don't remember him ever having any kind of a prolonged series or anything.
Yeah, you kind of, when you're a kid especially, you're like, why don't they bring that character back? I like that character, So what if nobody really knows who he is, And hey, we got Triple P, Plants Printed Periodicals in the house. Welcome, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, great to have you with us, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for taking the time to be with us today. He says, greetings and salutations to a healthy Rod, the great Shannon, and the fantastic Peanut Gallery. Thank you, kind sir.
Absolutely. Great to have you with us, Andrew.
And Ranger Sly says, 100% agreed with Rod. The whole fun of these team-up series was getting to see the lesser-known characters. Agreed. Just like with Brave and Bold and DC Presents, when you saw one of those guys like Metamorpho or Plastic Man or, Mr. Miracle or something, you're like, hey, Wondar and all that good stuff.
Oh, I used to wait, each issue of Brave and the Bold to see if the Flash was going to be in there.
Oh, and what was cool a little bit later on, Jim Apparel kind of put a little hint to who was going to be in the next team up, like on the last page. So if you want to check out some of those early to mid 70s issues, like in the last page, last panel, there's always like some kind of little hint if you pay close enough attention.
Yeah. I wish they had done that more. Yeah, he did it for like maybe, I don't even think he did it for 10 issues. But I mean, I remember one was the shadow of the creeper. One was the overhead in the skylight. You saw the Legions of Superheroes spaceship. Remember? Right. Oh, that was so cool. I thought that was just so cool. That was one thing I wish that they had continued. So
yeah. I mean, I even kind of noticed it when I was a kid. I was like, oh, with my eye, I spy the next issue I'm going to buy,
All righty.
And Werewolf by Lunchtime says there is an old Starsky and Hutch where they find a bad guy reading a Marvel 2-in-1. Wow. that's more good eyes right there.
That's a good memory, too, because I wouldn't remember that. And I used to watch Starsky and Hutch religiously.
Right. I'm going to have to go back and try to find that. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, hey, Gray. Eric's saying hi to Gray. Emeron says, hey there, Gray Man. How are you and Lady Lisa doing? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes.
Ranger Sly says, when Marvel team up, or Marvel 2-in-1 teamed up the Thing and Mr. Fantastic, it was a big disappointment. They are already together in every issue.
I'm with you, Ranger. I'm with you. I was very disappointed. It's like, come on, man. To me, I remember thinking, oh, man, these guys are lazy if they're just writing this story. No, come on.
There were so many characters they could have used.
Yes.
Right. And Maranya says, good morning, Triple P. And Werewolf says, enjoyed that ant video, Gray. And Tempest from Mars says, that shows just how evil he was, Werewolf, reading Marvel. We got a DC fan in the house.
I think so.
And Dr. Von Chell says, howdy, gray man. How are you, mate?
Ah, there we go.
And Triple P says, good morning, Maranya. Slide, Dr. Von Chella and Werewolf by lunchtime. And Hibby's Collectible says, uh-oh. And Dr. V saying, howdy, Triple P. And Ranger says, as a young collector, there were many lesser known characters that I never knew about until they showed up in a team. But that is a great point. A great point there. I would have not known, probably a third of characters in DC and Marvel without those team-up books.
And they kind of almost they didn't debut them in there, but that was like their next stop or something like that. That Liberty Legion is one that I think of, because it was like, oh, another super team? Yeah, let's see them.
Sign me up. And the Jackson Roy Kirk says, no, Tempest. That was the villain's only redeeming quality.
There we go.
Yep. And Werewolf says, hey, Triple P. And Hippie says, Shannon speaking Klingon. I just do what I can, man, And Werewolf says, Chunky Cloud upsets Shannon live stream shocker.
Yeah, that was
it was all good here.
Yeah.
And the Jackson Orkirk says Shannon's internet is breaking up. What are your revolting development? I was just bragging on the internet. Hey, Rod's got a new laptop. I'm gonna blame this one on him.
Yeah. I gotta get my new laptop together here and get it up and running. I do have my new camera going, so I got like a wider screen to get my fat head in there. So
and Eric K says, Jackson, he's laughing at you. World says it's the Men in Black knock on your door, Shannon. Just remember, it was Jackson's idea.
Ooh, there you go.
I think Jackson has a lot of ideas. And Triple P says, I love the first death of Thanos. Nice 2-in-1, Shannon. Yeah, I really like that story, that and the Avengers Annual. Starlin on the story and art, I think, for the most part.
Cool stuff, indeed.
And Michael Taylor says, Shannon's breaking. He's breaking Shannon. We can rebuild him. We can make the first bionic man. That's so funny because I was on my phone before I got on the stream, and how little videos pop up. It was the one where they made the $7 million man, and they were doing the arm wrestling thing. And I can't remember the actor's name, but I always liked him. And he's like, yeah, you think when Oscar Goldman pushed that button that they didn't make another one? Because Steve Austin, he was like, broke the table and everything. I'm sure you remember.
That was a great series. I really enjoyed that as a kid. It was like a superhero on TV almost,
Right. And Michael says, Shannon, very nice 2-in-1s. Thank you, kind sir. Mystic Mars says, just grabbed a few Marvel tales from the late 60s. Thick, few ads, choice killer stuff. Yeah. We're both big fans of those fatties, as Higgy says, the square-bound books.
Love them, love them, love them.
And Dr. Volonchel says, I was literally pumping my fist the moment Shannon said he's pumping his fist. Too funny.
That's too funny. It's right.
I know this guy a little bit. Michael Taylor says, Kane is a fantastic artist, but he needs a nose. Diabetic Superman says, I'm having pizza rolls for lunch. Does that count? Absolutely.
Sure Absolutely. It does.
Yeah, we're a fan of pizza rolls. I know Rod is.
Yeah.
And Michael Taylor says, Mr. Nose. Okay, yeah.
Nose
job. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Now we get it. We'll get it in spurts, but we get it. And Ron says, I need to get some sleep before the reading tonight, Rod. This show gets me all jazzed up, so it's actually hard to sleep afterwards. Hey, we have one that's not going to sleep. We have one person that's jazzed about the show. Thank you, Maranya.
And I understand, Maranya, because we were talking before we got on, and it does jazz me up to see everybody here and chat with you guys and everything, and it's just so much fun.
And Swag does in the house.
Hey, Swag, how you doing?
Welcome, Swag. Glad to have you, buddy. And he says, hey, comic fan bam. Yeah.
Love it. I love it. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us.
As always. The Triple P says, good morning, Swagda. And Marty says, hey there, Swag. How you doing? And Mike Tell says, Werewolf, I don't want good luck that way. And Triple P says, I've not seen the Gil Can appreciation short before. Very cool. Yeah. Another great piece of work put in by my brother over here.
Oh, thank you.
And Swagga says, hey, Triple P.
Yeah.
And Ronnie says, DC Comics Presents 83 is Batman and the Outsider. Yeah, I knew that's why somehow that stuck out in my mind. Yeah.
Cool beans. So got to check that out.
Yeah. Dr. Voncello says, howdy, Swagda. And Swag says, hey, Maranya, I'm doing good. What about you? And thanks for asking. Absolutely. She says she's staying cool and hydrated, and you're welcome.
and when you're talking with Swag, you got to ask the question, what are you snacking on? Right, Swag?
Yeah, I'm not snacking on anything, but later on, like I said before, going to the folks and having some homemade chicken and dumplings and some yams and some pineapple upside down cake. My dad's birthday celebration.
Oh man, I wish I lived closer to you because I'd be down there testing that pineapple.
Yeah, cake. I talk to them every day. They live like an hour and 20 minutes away. And I'll be talking to my mom and says, "What's Dad does? Always doing his favorite thing. He's got his mouth full of something over here."
That sounds like my dad.
Chowing down on some home cooking. Yep. And Missing Mars says, "Swag, hello, bud." And Missing Mars, this family here sure has grown. Yep. And we are very, very appreciative of that fact.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
we are. You are correct,
and
sir.
Swag's giving Dr. V the fist bump. And also, hey, MM, how are you? With the fist bump. And Swag also said, yes, Moran, you got to stay hydrated. It's so hot. Yeah. We've had thunderstorms all week, and that just makes it more humid. And Jackson Rourke says, Swag. Dr. Voncello, hit that thumbs up, friends.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate every bit of support we can get.
Absolutely.
And Swag says, hey, the Jackson Rourke, how are you doing, buddy? With the fist bump. Missing Mars is doing well, Swag. We're off by lunchtime. Good news. I won lotto, $80, just enough to buy new shoes. Hey, congrats, man.
Oh, make them waterproof and whatever other kind of proof you need.
Yeah, if you win the big lotto, remember your friends.
There you go. Oh.
And Ron, to see Stephanie and the dog doo-doo brought you good luck to replace the shoes werewolf.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, Maranya set us up with the pause line for the next round. So here we go. I got some books here to show. What we got? We want to show here. How about we show? Let's see. You did some Marvel, so I'll start off with some DC, some Silver Age DC Showcase. How about that?
Silver Age from Dr. Silver Age. It doesn't get any better.
All right, here we go. I showed some Showcase, I think, the last time we were on together, and I'm just picking up where I left off, starting with issue number 70, and it Showcase presents Binky. Binky. I don't know if I want to lay it there. I better lay them up there. And then I think I know last time we had showed some of the Maniacs. Well, here we go. We got some more Maniacs with number 71. Hopefully that's not as blurry as my eyes look. Okay, it looks better when I don't look at it with my glasses. And bringing myself already. And number 72, featuring Top Gun with Johnny Thunder and the Trigger Twins.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a neat one. I liked the Western. So that was pretty cool. And I'm bringing myself with that one. I didn't know I even had a second copy. Oh, and here's one of our favorites right here. Number 73, Beware the Creeper.
Yeah, I think the first convention I went to, that was a big purchase, and Justice League America 21-22, and I got my House of Secrets 92 all at the same con.
Oh, wow. That was a haul.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
They were a little bit cheaper then.
Yeah, I imagine a little bit. Oh, here we go with number 74 with Anthro.
Oh yeah, I love that character.
Dun, dun, dun.
He was popular enough to get six issues of his own.
Yep, yep. And this one, at first glance, I would have thought this was a Joe Kubert, but it says Howie Post.
Yeah, Howie Post did those. Yeah,
yeah. But I would have
that's one of those series. I mean, for some reason, I like that era of DC because you had Anthro and Bomba the Jungle Boy.
Yeah,
you had the Secret Six, and you had Hawk and Dove, and all those little short run series from the late '60s. I think that's around the time Carmine Infantino became the editor. Yeah, so good stuff.
And you just mentioned the next guest stars in Showcase, which was number 75, Hawk and Dove.
There you go. I still need that one.
I always liked those characters. I thought they were really cool.
You gotta love Ditko.
Yes, sir. And we got a Western character, 76, with Batlash.
Oh, love Batlash.
Great stuff. And he was another one of those short series, 6 issues, 7 issues, something like that?
Yeah, 6 issues, yep.
And here's yet another one. Showcase number 77, Angel and the Ape.
Angel and the Ape.
They had five issues or something like that?
Yeah, that's one of those that I don't have. I think I got that issue, but I don't have any of the regular series.
I think I got maybe 1, maybe 2 of the regular series.
You never see those out anywhere, man.
No. Here we go with number 78, Born to Trouble, Johnny Double.
Yeah. I always thought that was a cool character. He's sort of like the Human Target.
Yeah. But you didn't really ever hear much. I think he appeared in Unexpected for, I think, 1 or 2 issues.
He might have. I'm not sure.
I think he did. Around like 110 or something like that. Sticks in my head.
Yeah.
So, what's it say? So, hopefully everything is going. I just got a thing saying you want to reload the site, and I'm like, no. Why would I want to do that? Here we go with number 79, Dolphin.
That was my first issue of Showcase, and it had like a chunk out of it. I still have it, and then I got an upgrade several years later. And that one is getting pricey, man.
Yeah, why is that? I've heard people say that.
They've hardly ever used her. I mean, she was like part of the Forgotten Heroes.
Yeah, and I know she appeared in one of the storylines in Aquaman too. But it's like, really, that she wasn't in any movies or anything.
No, she was like in a few segments in Crisis on Infinite Earths when they had like the Forgotten Heroes, and of course she showed up in Kingdom Come. She was Aquaman's wife in Kingdom Come, but just had like a few panels on that. So I'm not really sure what the deal is.
Yeah,
love the story. And the art was great. So.
Crazy. Oh, here's another beloved character by both of us. I know, number 80, the Phantom Stranger.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Has he ever shown up in a show or a movie yet?
Not that I'm aware of. And I would think that would be like one of the easiest movies or TV shows to make.
Yeah.
You don't really have to have a whole lot of CGI or anything like that. Just make it like Night Gallery with this guy.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a great TV show right there.
Absolutely it would. So nice. We like him twice.
Oh, look at him pulling out another one.
And then we got everybody's favorite. Come on, every collection's got to have one of these. Why do things keep popping up on my screen? Man.
So you X them out.
We got issue number 81 of Showcase, and I know you must have probably 2 or 3 copies of this. The Way Out World of Wendy and Willie.
I'm not even sure I've got 1 copy of that. I know, like from like the numbering from the 60s on up, I've got most of them, but that might be one I don't have. I'm not sure.
And I think I got 1 issue of their actual series.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many issues it went. I don't think it went very long.
What was that? What was that even about? Was that sort of like a cash grab for the Archie fans, or
Yeah,
what?
it was something like that. Except you notice there, the beatniks, type of thing.
Right.
Why is man? Things are going wacky on here. I don't know what's going on with this. Do I look any different? Anything happening? Can you see anything?
It looks the same here.
Okay, because I got things flashing on my screen. I don't know why it's doing that. So I'm hoping it's not my computer crashing.
Hope not.
All right, the final showcase one I have is number 82. Here we skipped a few, didn't we? No, we didn't. I guess this is 82. It's Nightmaster.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love those. I mean, you got Kubert on some of those. You got Bernie Wrightson. I love that. He showed up later in Shadow Pack, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So
I love those Kubert covers, man. That is beautiful.
Yeah. The showcase ones, believe it or not, the ones I've got to get beyond, I've got from I think 27 on, but the ones I'm missing after 27 are the new Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
And I remember buying them off the rack, so I don't know what happened to my copies of them.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna jump out real quick and then come back in because I want to see why this is flickering.
Okay.
So let me jump out and I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Well, while Rod's trying to fix some technical difficulties, I don't know if I'm still on here or not. We'll see. Let's show some strange adventures. Hey, Dr. Von Chilla, here you go. Some Gil Kane in the membrane right there. How about that? You got the deluge from space. And you got skyscrapers underwater and people in a boat shooting rifles at a giant fish alien. You gotta love the 60s DC sci-fi. And this can tell this is one of my childhood copies. Here is Strange Adventures, number 118, with the Turtle Man from space, with a big chunk out of it. And I think this was reprinted in the first couple of issues of From Beyond the Unknown, and it might have had a Joe Kubert cover when they reprinted that. So we'll see what's happening there. And here we got the Attack of the Oil Demons.
Okay.
Are we back?
We're back.
Okay, I was showing a few.
Cool. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going on. I've got this flickering from the tab at the top, but as long as it's not interfering with anybody seeing the thing, I guess we're okay.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Bugs to work out when you got new electronics.
Oh my gosh! And now I lost my place in the chat here and the peanut gallery. Here we go. Where did I see it? I know there's a line. There we go. All right. And now even that's flickering. Oh my gosh, this is weird. That's it. I'm going to get everything done on my other one. All right. Swagda says, thick books are the best, Double M. Yeah, we love those square bounds. Swagda also says pizza rolls are great with ranch. There you go.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. I was going to say, won't let me even change. Not really, Maranya. My last pair cost me $250. Ooh,
Wow.
last pair of shoes. Wow.
You can tell that's a man that likes his shoes right there.
He wants to be walking around comfortably. Maranya says, ouch, that's crazy for a pair of shoes. Swagner says, that's right, Doc. Yeah. I already ate my my English muffin with peanut butter. That's my usual snack food for Saturday morning. Mike Till says we're going to get Rod 100% by the end of the show. This show is good for whatever ails you. You know, I believe that because I feel a little better than when I started. Let me tell you.
I think you got better, man. No joke.
Well, by lunchtime says I'm on my feet all day at work. Need quality footwear, Maranya. There you go. Absolutely. Maranya says she's got the Geeky Puppet Show. I want URL address website. There we go.
The link.
Right there. So definitely check them out. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say. I'm so distracted by that. It's like it's annoying. You can probably see it on my hat.
Yeah, I can see it.
Flashing. That's how bright it's flashing. This is like weird. She says, Geeky Puppet Show, please give our readings some love, especially the Outsiders ones. They are so much fun and don't get many views. Definitely, if you get the chance, definitely check them out because they're so much fun and really jump in and they'll let you read a part or two. So definitely take part if you get the chance. A lot of fun. Brian says, good point, but it's still expensive sounding, Werewolf. And Michael Taylor says, we've had a bunch of heat waves here. Yeah, we have too. In fact, we had severe thunderstorms this morning at about 5 a.m. this morning. Yeah. Woke me up. Werewolf by lunchtime says they are Brooks, Maranya. Super comfy, and they last a long time. There you go. For $250, they better last a long time.
Yeah.
Swagner says, Binky, I like that cover. There you go. Yes, sir. That was from Showcase. Mike Taylor says, just bought new shoes. Last thing I need is to step in some dog dew. The Jackson Roykirk says, oh, no. All we need to say is Breening one more time, and he'll show up. Oh, no. Triple P says, hey, Rod, I can see the books behind you, and I spotted the Incredible Hulk Blood Hunt #1 Saturday morning cartoon variant behind you. Yeah, right here. I was going to show that in the next round because I didn't know at first what it was when I saw it on the shelf at the comic store. So I did pick it up. When I opened up the inside cover and saw it was a Hulk book, I said, okay, you're coming home. Triple P says, did you pick up the Werewolf by Night Blood Hunt variant with it? They are connecting covers. No, I did not know that.
Cool.
Now I got to go hunt that down.
More money to spend.
That's it. No, I did not know that, Andrew. Thank you so much for telling me, though. I appreciate the info because I will hunt that down. Thank you so much. Eric K says, South Florida summers are a permanent heat wave.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And you get that 4 o'clock shower every day, right?
Yeah.
Cloudburst. Well, by lunchtime says, Gray Man loves anthro. Not literally, maybe. Dr. Von Chiller says, Mrs. Von Chiller is having ham and green beans for lunch. I'm having nothing. It's a 24-hour fasting day for me. I had blueberries and cream for breakfast and won't eat again until tomorrow morning. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
God bless you, because I wouldn't be able to last that long without eating. I can barely last that long without having any pizza. Eric K says, why are you fasting, John? And he says, health reasons. And Triple P says, I'm a huge Ditko fan. Love the Creeper. Yeah. Love the Creeper. Well, by lunchtime says it's healthy to fast occasionally. Cleans your body.
Yeah, I was getting ready to mention that because my cousin did that, and he was like on a diet, and I think he lost like 60 pounds where he like do that
Wow.
fasting so often, yeah, and like so many calories per day. So yeah, you can really get healthy that way.
Oh, yeah, it's better than the way I did it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Taylor says, cool, Johnny Double cover. Yeah, that's pretty neat. They had some really good covers. And Triple P says, first dolphin is expensive. Excuse me as I trip over my lips. First dolphin is expensive because of that beautiful green cover. Wow. Really? I didn't know green could be that. I guess green turns to green, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. This says, this lets you select text with your keyboard. Press F7 to turn this off. Oh, you know what? I may be causing this by having this stack of books on my keyboard. I bet you that's what was doing that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Just having a great morning so far. Triple P says, dang, Rod, you are showing my favorites here. Creeper, Dolphin, Phantom Stranger, Anthro. I'm in Silver Age heaven. There you go, brother.
Here. Same here.
Love that stuff. Love it, love it, love it. The Jackson Roykirk says, those Brits know all about Wendy Willies. Oh, no. Moving right along. Dr. Vongilla says, yes, Eric, I fast 14 to 18 hours every day. At least once a week, I'll fast for an entire 24 hours. I am diabetic, and it helps to keep my A1C under 6.0. Wow, that's good. Under 6.0? That's incredible. Been doing it for 2.5 years now. Wow, I couldn't do that. And the last time I checked, my A1C was at 8. I think it was 8.2. So I'm still working on getting it down. They want me down to 7. So I'm still working on that. Mike Taylor says, if and when I start collecting comics again, Phantom Stranger is a title I want to collect. Never had it before. Oh, it's a great title.
Yeah, that's one that, you know how it is when you finally complete a run. You're like, yes, that was one of those when I finally completed a few years. I was like, finally, And it's not like they're that hard to find. Sometimes they are hard to find, but just like certain issues, like in the first 10 or 12, and then like the last issues are hard to find for some reason.
Really? I didn't know about the last issues with Dead Man.
Yeah. For some reason, I had to like get online and find some of those.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of them I was a kid, but I had a few that I had to fill in.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. The first 10 or so are probably pricey. Well, you had the Neil Adams covers and stuff. So I mean, and they had some great covers. A lot of great covers in him and Aparo. And I don't know is it Aparo or Aparo or
I always said Aparo.
That's how I always said, but I've heard people say it differently, and I'm like, wow, I'm wondering if I've been saying it wrong all these years. I'd love to know how to
call. I've never heard it called. I mean, I might have heard a few people on YouTube call it Aparo, and I don't know for sure that it's Aparo, so it could be the other. So I'm not sure.
Apparently, it's Aparo. Apparently. I don't know. Dr. Von Chilla says the Phantom Stranger is a killer run from the first issue to the last. Seriously.
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah, don't disagree one bit right there. Eric K says that is good, John. Can't mess around with diabetes. Yeah, you don't want to. Michael Taylor says cool title design on the Showcase 50 center. And Triple P says, I first knew of Nightmaster from Shadow Pack. I love that series, and then been looking for the team's first appearances. Sadly, I'll never own Detective Chimp's first appearance. Yeah, I imagine that might cost a pretty penny.
Where did Detective Chimp first appear? Was like in Detective Comics?
I was going to say, I think it's Detective, but I think it's Golden Age Detective, right?
Wow. Yeah, I'll probably never own that one either.
Yep. Diabetic Superman says, I finally completed my run of DC's Tarzan's book.
Yeah.
All right.
Another one to the fold. Good deal.
Dr. Von Chilla says, yeah, Shannon, you redeemed yourself with that Blazer Gil Kane Strange Adventures. Love it. That's awesome. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, my nan had a... Jeez. He was a little fellow that blew around in the wind. He was blown right off his feet. Michael Taylor says, very cool, strange adventures, Shannon.
Thanks, sir.
And hopefully in a few minutes here, we'll be able to see some more of them from you. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, actually, that could have been my granddad. Dr. Montilla says, Diabetic Superman, the DC Tarzan run is essential. Severe congratulations on completing that run. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Michael Taylor says, very cool books, Rod. Well, thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate that, sir. And Hippies Collectible says, Wendy Willie, so much going through my mind that I can't say any of them here. Laughing out loud.
And thank you for your restraint.
Thank you for your restraint. Diabetic Superman says, thank you, Dr. Montilla. Higgy Pop is in the house.
Hey, Higgy.
There we go. Hey, Higgy. Great to have you with us, sir.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I got to catch up on a couple more of his videos. I'm behind, like I said. He says, yo, Higgy says, hippies. Dr. Montilla says, and then the mushrooms kicked in, Rodney. Oh, Higgy Pop says, hippie. Well, by Lunchtime says, Willie told you the way of the wind, hippie. Dr. Montilla says, howdy, Higgy. Hippies Collectible says, absolutely, werewolf. Laughing out loud. Swagna says, Higgy, Higgy. Maranya says, Higgy Pop. There we go. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, Rod is so happy. I'm sure a little person, Jackson, is under the table tickling his feet. Oh, man. Like I said before, when I get on here with you guys and Shannon, it just jazzes me up. It really does.
Yeah, you know he's feeling better if he snorts when he laughs. So, you know.
Maranya says, how is Hawk Dog doing in this heat, Higgy? Dr. Montilla says, Hawk Dog. Higgy Pop Comic says, hello, John. Higgy also says, swag. The Jackson Markirk says, those pesky old comics getting on your keyboard, send to me so you don't have that problem again. Higgy Pop says, hello, Maranya. Hawk Dog is fine. He is an air-conditioned hound. Oh, cool. He's got some AC going. Right. Michael Taylor says, Rod, that could very well be the issue. Books on the keyboard. Yeah, that's what it was, because it was pushing down on something over there. That because I haven't had it since it's gone away. Duh. Higgy Pop says, oh, man, did I miss the Showcase Dolphin cover? All right, you did, but you know what? I'll show it to you. I got it right here. There we go. We'll show it just for Higgy. There you go.
Yeah, lots of fans of that book. I love that, man. That's probably one of my favorite stories.
They call her Flipper. Oh, all right. We got Maranya saying, good to hear, Higgy Jackson. Your avarice for comics is showing. Eric K says, I missed Diabetic Superman's comment on finishing the DC Tarzan run. Congrats, and Dr. V is right. Michael Taylor says, good for you, Dr. V. When it comes to diabetes, you got to get that serious. You got to get serious. Absolutely. And Eric K says, sorry, Dr. V is right. DC Tarzan run is essential. Joe Kubert did a great job on that title. I have all the 20-cent Tarzan covers. Awesome. Cool beans. Hippies Collectible says, Detective Chimp, Bobo T, Chimpanzee. All I can think of is Lancelot, Link, Secret Chimp.
Yeah. I used to get teased about that all the time when I was a kid.
Oh. Triple P says, Triple P says, first Detective Chimp is Rex the Wonder Dog, number 4. Very rare book. Wow.
That probably makes it twice as rare. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Rex the Wonder Dog is one of those titles that I don't have any issues of, and always on the lookout for one that I can afford, just so I can have one in the collection,
Yeah.
to see what the stories were like and stuff.
Man, I swear we're so much alike, it's not funny. I'm the same way. Well, I'll never have a complete run, but I want to have one. And
Just
it's just
one.
like one that I'm going to someday, and I've got a special fund for that I started a while back. I'm going to have a decent copy of any issue of All-Star Comics, the original run, in my collection.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, just play a few more of those weekend gigs. You'll have enough money.
Man, I'm staying busy. Let's put it that way.
There you go. I know you are. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, Deanne, Mrs. Werewolf, we'll be home soon. I need you guys to behave, Jackson. Maranya says, good luck trying to get Jackson to behave, Werewolf. I've been trying for as long as I've known him, at least a year or two, and he is still a hooligan. But I'm fond of that hooligan. There you go. He's a hooligan, but he's our hooligan.
He's our hooligan.
Double M says, Higgy Pop, Higgy Pop, Higgy Pop. There we go.
Well, he should have appeared just then. He said the name 3 times.
Michael Dale says, Strange Adventures is another one. When I start collecting comics again, yeah, they got a lot of good stories. I'm trying to collect the one with the faceless creature.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 3 issues of that because I saw him in the that whole run with you mentioned it earlier, the Forgotten Heroes run.
Oh, okay.
He was, I believe he was part of that. Wasn't he like the villain or something?
I'm not sure. You could be right. It's been a while since I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something to do with that because that's where I remember seeing him, and I'm like, oh, I want to know more about that character. And I found there's 3 issues of Strange Tales. I've got one of them, right. So I need to get the other 2. And they're not too pricey. They're probably around the $30, $35 range,
Pricey.
So sooner or later, all right. Dr. Montilla says, when I first started fasting, I lost 40 pounds in 3 months and dropped my out-of-control A1C from 10 to 6. It was amazing. That's incredible. That really is, because it is hard to do that. Diabetic Superman says, next I want to complete the Charlton Underdog run. I think I need 5 or 6 more issues to get.
Yeah, wow. I've got a couple of those.
I don't know how many was in that run.
Probably wasn't many.
Yeah. But that, if I was going to collect the cartoon run from Charlton, that would be the one, because Underdog was very cool. Had one of the greatest theme songs for a cartoon ever.
Oh yeah.
So, Werewolf by Lunchtime says, I hope he always misbehaves, Mariah. Eric K says, that is great, John. And Higgy Pop Comics says, thanks for showing the dolphin cover again, Rod. It's a beauty. That was for you, my friend. And now we got Maranya. She's got the pause line up. You know what that means? We get to see some more cool, strange adventures.
Strange adventures.
There you go, brother.
One thing I wanted to mention on this other one I showed, this number 120, is it had an Atomic Knight story. That's like one of my favorite features from Strange Adventures. Okay, moving on. We have number 156, another new Atomic Knight story. I sense a theme. The Man with the Head of Saturn.
Oh, yes. It's just such a funny cover when you look at the guys on the planet.
I drew a comic like that about myself. It was called The Boy with the Head of Wood. It's Strange Adventures 162, Mystery of the 12 O'Clock Man, with the triptych cover.
And look, he came back thinner.
He did.
Look at that.
He's watching his A1C. And number 173, The Double Life of a Creature, plus a new Star Hawkins story.
Oh,
who can forget Star Hawkins and Illa?
I love
it. And here we go. Contest winners in this issue, number 175, I, Invader. This was the prequel to I, Robot. And here we have number 177, Special, I Lived 100 Lives, and The Prisoner in Cell Block 7. Look at that purple cover.
Yeah. Big old Cyclops.
Yep. And here we have number 179. We got more Star Hawkins and Elda. Plus, I buried myself alive. I was bored and I didn't have anything else to do.
on the wheel of success.
So it's time to take a dirt nap. And here we got some Jogo checks, Strange Adventures 145.
Yeah, baby.
I know you got this one.
Oh, yeah. That's a really fun stories in there.
Yeah. And here we have Strange Adventures number 190, Animal Man and Immortal Man. There's first Animal Man in costume.
In costume, yeah.
Still need to get number 180, but it's kind of getting out of my price range. But if I play some more music gigs, maybe.
There you go. There you go.
And here we got another Go-Go check special, Strange Adventures 193, Zomzu, the Cave Colossus.
Love it.
And here we go. I think this starts the run where I've got like all of them till the end. Here's number 204. Great purple
crazy. Crazy quilt man.
Crazy quilt man, yeah. And I think a few of you seen this one.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, when I was like earnestly several years ago trying to find a copy of this book. This was like I wanted at least a decent mid-grade copy, and really the price on this one was better than like some higher grade copies, even though it was slabbed, and this is the only way I could get it then. Of course, I read the story, we've all read the story and all that, but I was happy to get it in collection. I may or may not, extract it from its tomb later on, but yeah, I love this story.
I remember when I finally got that issue. I had gotten a lot of the Neil Adams stuff,
right?
But I didn't have that one, and the next one, 205, I think it is, whatever, 206.
Yeah,
and but I remember when I went to the indoor flea market, and my guy there had that, and I remember buying that from him, Bill Lockhart, and I was so excited to have. That's the first Dead Man. That's the first Dead Man.
Hey, I just got this a few years ago, and I was the same way, man.
Oh,
here we have number 206. This is actually the first one that's got Neil Adams art in it.
Yeah,
number 206.
Excellent.
And then we start getting into these awesome Neil Adams covers. And I know you're a big fan of these, and as am I, and thousands of other people.
That to me is still one of the best storylines ever.
Yeah. And number 208. I think I bought these at a con, and the guy had like little smiley face stickers on the. You can see that.
Yep.
I was like, I really don't want to change that bag right now, but I might have to find some smiley stickers to stick on there. Like, yeah, I've got it. And number 209, another great cover. Lots of great colors on this one.
Oh, just incredible covers, man. The perspective is just, oh.
And number 210 with the hook.
The hook.
And this is DC's version of The Fugitive.
Exactly.
And number 211, you're my killer. No, not you.
Love it.
And number 212 with another smiley face on the corner on the back.
I love that cover. That's one of my favorite covers in that whole run.
Perspective and the angle of this one, man, is just, you can't say enough about Neil Adams.
No, that is just incredible.
Yeah. And number 213, another awesome cover.
Tiny, don't die.
I like that character. He was pretty cool. And number 214, another smiley face bag.
Yeah. And just seeing that cover puts a smile on your face.
Yeah. And number 215. I liked it. I mean, love the story, but this is probably like my least favorite cover for some reason.
Yeah, I could see. Just one color, really. Well, two colors.
And this is the last issue of that storyline.
Just cover perspectives you never saw before.
Yeah, right. Okay, got one more. I got a couple more stacks, but I know we're getting pressed for time, so I'll save those for another time. But here's like probably one of my, I know it's got to be like in my top 2 or 3 of Neil Adams covers. And just because it's this character, just makes it that more special. Is number 217.
Oh, yes.
Strange. This is one, I think this, wasn't this in a house ad?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what made me want it so bad. And then I finally got a good copy, and I was like, man. Of course, it's reprints. I don't care. The reprints are great. Yep. I just love all the sci-fi characters that DC had. So there we go.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, brother.
Thanks, sir.
And we got the pause line there from Maranya. Thank you so much, Maranya.
Thank you, Lady M. And Hinky Pop says, Rex and Detective Chimp had an adventure together. I read it in a detective comic, I believe. That's probably what made me think it was detective, because it was probably one of those 100-pagers.
Could be.
Maybe. I don't know. And Sleepy Reader's in the house.
Hey, Damien.
Thank you for joining us. I know you're about 3 hours behind us there. So, our 10 o'clock is your 7 o'clock. So we're glad you could get up and join us this morning.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much.
He says, good morning, true believers. Happy to have you. And Dr. Valenshell says, I'll only have one. Famous last words. And Dr. V says, howdy, Damien. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, Rico rolls over when he wants tickles. Is that the same with you guys? Does he talk about the cats or just personally? And hello to Damien.
Hey.
And Sleepy Reader says, greetings, John. And Werewolf says, hi, pillow lover, Damien.
I don't.
Yeah, I didn't want to get up at 7 o'clock either, Jackson Marcus says, Sleepy. Wagner says, hey, Sleepy. Diabetic Superman says, 10 issues in all. Which one was he talking about there?
I'm not sure. 10 issues. What were we talking about? I'm trying to.
Was it like Wendy and Willie or Angel and Ape or something like that?
Might have been.
Yeah.
I know we were talking around the Diabetic Superman. Can you just tell us once again what the 10 issues in all were, so we would know?
Want to know how much money to spend?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much.
And Sleepy Reader says, good morning, Daylight Wolfman. I'm Mighty JRK. Hello, Iggy Pop. He says, what an accent. And Maranya says, good morning, Damien. Iggy Pop says, better to have a head of Saturn than Uranus. Oh, man, that was on time. You got to give him credit for being quick.
Yeah, and you can't argue the point.
No, you cannot. And Dr. V says, I always wanted the Charlton Ronald McDonald run. My sister Cindy had 4 last issue when we were kids. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, Charlton did have the Ronald McDonald run.
Oh, see, obscure stuff like that just tickles the fancy, man. Now I want to look those up and find some.
Yeah, you got a whole run of maybe Spider-Man, but I have Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably what I would be saying.
Yeah.
Ron says, I meant to ask earlier, Rod, how are George and Domino holding up in the heat?
They're doing good for a couple of old men. They're doing well. We have the AC running in the living room, which is encompasses the living room, dining room, and kitchen area. So they pretty much love it. They stay right there on the recliner and enjoy the food and enjoy the cool air. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. And Michael Taylor says, speaking of Underdog recently, I drew Underdog, looked exact to the picture. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
And Maranya says, cool beans, Michael.
There you go. Cool beans. Exactly.
Did you have that copyrighted, Rod? Or
I'd have to ask my wife. It's from her that I get it.
Okay. All right. Well, you'd still be in the family if that money came in.
There you go.
And Sleepy Ridge says, hello, magnificent Maranya. Salutations, salubrious swagda.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for you to say, yeah. Then Michael Taylor says, cool Cyclops creature.
On that Strange Adventures cover, yeah.
Sleeper Eater 666 says, crack that slab. Yeah, I know I'm going to hear from 2 or 3 people on this and about the slabs. I have very few, and just because I couldn't find them in like a raw format. Let's just put it that way.
There you go.
And Captain Strangelife's in the house. The godfather of our community. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us.
Yep. Greetings to one and all. Man with the head of Saturn. That's what I feel like this morning.
Uh-oh. Sounds like
Is
a rough
he spaced out or what's going on?
Yeah.
And Hippie saying, "How you, Damien?" Eric K. Shannon, you should free that showcase issue. Free that showcase last time. Dead man from the Strange Adventure. Dead man from the tomb. Yeah, I probably will at some point. And Hippie's Collectible says, "Howdy, Hans." And Michael says, "Thanks, Maranya. Started drawing again. Happy how they are turning out. Good deal." Yeah, that's something I'd love to get back to, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching Higgy's videos, and he's just knocking it out of the park on them sketchbooks.
Oh.
And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, "Keep it in the slab, sell it for an inflated price, then buy a raw copy and pocket the difference."
I like the way he thinks.
Yeah, I get more out of it now than I paid for it.
Yeah.
And Nimbus Collectibles does have a few of those Dead Man signed by Adams. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And Sleep Reader says, "Hippie Tom." Yeah.
Get the guitars going.
With the guitars. And Michael Taylor says, "Hey, Hans, good to see you." And Sleepy saying, "Greetings, Hans." And Dr. Ron Jill says, I found a nice copy of Strange Adventures 180 at a flea market circa 1987. I didn't know its significance, but I simply bought the entire box of 50 silver and bronze age books for 25 cents a piece. Oh, man.
Oh, that nice.
I want a time machine. I want a time machine bad.
Out of that run of Strange Adventures, I told you I'm looking for those. They're trying to get those 3 for the faceless creature. The only other one I need is one that's a go-go checks, and it's because of that stupid movie with the Enchantress in it, the Suicide Squad, issue 187. That thing went through the roof. And it's just like, that was a 25-cent bin book for decades.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just like the Peacemaker appearance.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, this show is called Old Man's Complaining. And Michael Taylor says, "Very cool. 208. Thank you, sir." And Sleepy says, "This Neil Adams guy might have potential." Yeah. We said like the same thing about the Kirby guy and the Keeper guy and the Kane guy. I agree. They have promise.
I think you're on to something, Sleepy.
Yep. And Diabetic Superman says, "I think it was Brave and Bold comic that I first saw Dead Man." Yeah, same here.
They at the end of the run there in Strange Adventures, it jumped over to Brave and the Bold to finish up that story.
Yeah, good
point. Absolutely.
Higgy Pop says, "Awesome Strange Adventure, Shannon." Wow, thank you, sir. Yeah, right. I love. I mean, everybody. You hear about the Neil Adams Dead Man stuff and all that, but I love any of those, man. Just, from the early issues on up, and like the ones after 217, I've got like multiple copies of those because I went crazy. And of course, Hippie will know what this is. It was PassaiCBookCenter.com, or not .com then, but you had the catalog, So I bought like the whole run pretty much after 217. I got for like 75 cents each. All those giant issues, the 52 or 68 pages, So I was really, and then still ended up with multiple copies of a bunch of those. So
nice score though, nice score.
And Scotty Z70's in the house.
Hey Scotty, great to have you with us, sir.
And he's showing us a big howdy. And
howdy.
And Captain Strangelove says, "Hi, Mike, Damien, John, Tom, and all the rest of the Peanut Gallery. Love all these Strange Adventures comics. They had some of the craziest cool covers." Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of fun time.
And Michael Taylor says, "Very nice Strange Adventure, Shannon." Thanks, sir. Eric K says, "Nice, John. 25 cents a piece for 50 silver and bronze age books. Yes, please. All day long, please." Yep.
Whoops.
And Scotty says, "Who sleeps till 7 a.m.? I get up at 4:30. Got too much to do before the rooster crows." Yeah, that's me during the week. 4:30 is my alarm clock time.
I don't miss those days.
Can't believe that.
Yeah.
And John says, "Howdy to Hans." And Diabetic Superman says, "Underdog." Yeah.
Underdog, baby.
And Scotty says, "Jupiter is the largest planet, but Uranus is huge too." They come out of the woodwork, don't they?
telling you.
And Michael says hi to Damien. And Damien says, good to see you, Michael Taylor. Hello, Scotty Z. And Scotty says, AC, that's why I can't get my cats to go outside. Here at the beach, the humidity is 10,000%, and cats are desert animals.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, my gosh.
And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, Uranus. I'm 53, honest. And Scotty saying, howdy to Sleepy Reader. And Eric K says, Scott, you must be in Florida if the humidity is that bad. I wake up to condensation on my sliding glass doors every day. Yeah, I can imagine. And Scotty says, no, I live really close to South Carolina in the south-facing beach of Holden Beach. Okay. Humid down there, too. Yep. And Ron says, good morning, Hans. Good to see you. And also to Scotty, good morning to you, Scotty. And Michael Taylor says, forget how relaxing a mind distraction drawing can be from your issues. Oh, yeah, this is true.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I just wish I had time enough to do all the drawing I'd love to do.
Oh, yeah. And Scotty says, top of the morning to you, Maranya. And Cousin Dale in the house. Dale Box.
Hey, Dale.
Yes.
Great to have you with us.
Before the band. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, sir. Glad to have you, cousin.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
And Dr. Montiel says, howdy, Scotty Z70 and Dale Bots. Eric K said, morning to Dale. And Scotty says, good morning, Dr. Bonchilla. There we go. Dr. Bonchilla, Passaic Book Center lives. Yeah. I wish it did. Yeah. And Hippies Collectibles says, Passaic Bookstore was a vault of awesome treasures. Yeah, he got to go there in person, and he was lucky.
Oh, really?
I got the little catalogs in the mail. And of course, I was just happy to see those little brown manila envelopes come in, with all those comics in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have loved to have been there when the place was still open.
Oh.
And Dr. Von Chill says, my only alarm clock is Pauline. It's rough being retired. Yeah, you'll get no sympathy from me. And Warble Phone Lunchtime says, almost time for Jackson to stop tickling Rod's feet. Yeah, that's another one of those creepy things. I don't know. And Eric K says, nice, John. Now I am not retired, but work from home, so I don't battle rush hour traffic. I'm sorry, at least. Yeah. That's
cool, though.
And Brian says, John, but Lady Pauline is an adorable alarm clock.
Hey, I guess that catches us up with the peanut gallery once again. Cool beans. Yep. All righty. Well, I think that's going to be it for us today. Whoops. Did I lose? Oh, hold on a second. Oh, we got another one. Dr. Von Chilla says, good for you, Eric. It's great to be free from the rat race.
There we go.
Maran, you put the pause line on there. I know you've got places you want to go. But I was going to I can do a 5-minute lightning round if you want.
Let's see it.
Okay. All right. We're going to show some early Avengers. Let's see here. So, okay. All right. So we're going to start right out of the thing, right front of the box. So now, before anybody gets too excited, this is a replica cover.
But it's still the original interiors, right?
But the interior is the original book. But I did buy a cover so I could have a cover to it. That I hate those invisible cover variants.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome you have that book, period.
It was just one of those things. And I remember it only cost I want to say $12 when I bought it, but it was number one. Right. Yeah, but it's got no cover. So they were like, it's got no cover. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we got number 2 with the Space Phantom.
Yeah, I always like that cover.
Remember, I picked this up in a store in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And number 3 with the Hulk and the Submariner versus the Avengers.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites out of that first 10 or 20. I love that cover. Probably will never have it, but
Oh, you keep working those weekends. You'll get it.
We'll see.
Everybody knows this one.
Oh yeah.
This one here was one of those ones where I made payments on.
Hey, it doesn't matter, man, as long as you get it, right?
That's it. Listing of the payments that I made on it. I still have the original stickers on it. So
yeah, that's pretty good when you can put comic books in layaway, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That was so. I still blew my mind at the time that they would let me do that.
Yeah.
But it was that same fellow, Bill Lockhart. Tremendous. I mean, I'm a friend with him to this day. I see him every once or twice a year. At comic book day and stuff like that.
Yeah, but Avengers 4 when Captain America comes back, it's kind of an okay comic,
Yeah, it'll get it'll do. Here we go with number 5, the Lava Men.
Lava Men. Illegitimate cousins to the Blue Man Group.
I saw the Blue Man Group once. They were awesome. It's number 6.
There you go.
Evil. Dun, dun, dun. And then we got number 7, their darkest hour.
Nice. 7 the big dogs for last.
That's it. Number 8 with Kang, who shall not be in any more Avengers movies.
Or at least the actor that played him, right?
Exactly. Yep. Too bad. So sad.
Dr. Doom took over.
That's right. And we got number 9 with Wonder Man.
Yeah, that's my earliest one right there. But it's okay because I got 2 copies of that one.
I had another copy, and I think it might still be in the box. But like Iron Man's head was cut out from the cover.
Oh, I got you.
It was like, but it took me a long time to find another one that I could afford.
Yeah, that other copy, I'd say probably Maranya had that one before you. Cut out Iron Man's head.
Here we go with number 10 with Immortus.
Yeah, the Wonder Man thing, I still don't understand why we've never seen Wonder Man in the Marvel movies or TV, because he was like a big part of the Avengers. I don't get it.
They're getting ready to do something with him, right? Aren't they doing something with him?
I heard a while back there was going to be a TV show, but I haven't heard a whole lot about it since.
I think it's going to be part of that Disney Plus slate.
Okay.
I think, if I'm not, Maranya might know, but I think that's where I heard.
Right.
His number 11 with a guest appearance by Spidey.
Oh, yeah. Now, is that the one where they send him after the Hulk?
It's been a long time since I read this.
Is that the first crossover with him and the Avengers?
I believe so, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I remember he was wanting to join, and he thought he was going to get paid, and then they sent him after the Hulk, and he found out that he was really Bruce Banner, and then he said, I'm not going to, turn the Hulk in. But they both meant well, but both of them thought the other one was, had ulterior motives.
Yeah. But I just remember this. I was thinking, man, they could have picked a different color for the background.
Right.
Oh, here we go with number 12, This Hostile Earth.
Yeah.
And number 13, The Castle of Count Nefaria.
Nice.
Looks like he's playing some kind of space organ or something.
So where did you get those copies originally?
What's that?
Where did you get most of those early Avengers at?
Most of these ones I bought. I had a copy of, what was it? It was like All Winter Squad, and it was like either 1 or 2. And it was back in the mid 80s, and I was like, I don't collect Golden Age, so I didn't really hold anything special for me at that time. Right. So I took it to a local mall, the mall I Well, it used to be where I used to go, but we went to it's called the Newington Mall, and it's gone now. But they had like once a month they would have a comic show in the summertime, and I took it there, and the guy said, I'll give you, I forgot what it was, like $75 worth of credit or whatever, or he would give me like $55 cash or something like that.
Yeah.
I said, well, obviously I'll take the credit, and I went and rated his Avengers stuff, and that's where most of these early issues came from.
Oh wow, awesome!
Yeah. So, but of course, at this point, I'd really like to have that All-Star comic back.
Yeah, still a good trade. I still would probably do that trade today.
Yeah. I really, I mean, at the time it was Avengers, Golden Age. Man, I want my Avengers, man. So yeah, so I did it, and plus it had a rip about halfway through the cover across and everything. I mean, people today they could have, had it repaired or whatnot, so it probably looked great. But yeah, so I did have one. It was, I can't remember what number it was, but it was All Winter Squad, and it had a V on the cover, and the heroes were on the. They were on in the V.
Yeah.
So, and I got it from my grandfather.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was like, I should have kept it, and I said, Avengers, gotta have it. So I picked up stuff like this, Avengers 14.
Yeah, I'll take that trade any day.
Yeah, I really, I remember walking out of there thinking I was king of the world. Look what I just scored. I scored a bunch of Silver Age Avengers. And it's like number 15.
Yeah, nice.
Just great stories. And of course, I was remembering the cartoons, the Marvel superhero cartoons.
Right.
So these were like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I do have that one where they have the new lineup. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Avengers Assemble. And number 17.
Yeah, there you go. The Monitor.
Yes. Dun, dun, dun. And number 18. This was kind of like a blah cover.
Yeah.
But
comic book gold, nevertheless.
Yes, sir. And then they follow it up with a really nice cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love the Swordsman.
Yeah. What's this? Number 19. Two more.
So many characters they could still use.
Yes, sir. Two more here. We got number 20 with Cap. Nobody told him he needs a parachute.
Yeah. Now, wasn't that around the time that Wally Wood done 2 or 3 issues?
It might be. You want me to open it up and see? Let's see. Let's find out. I mean, and I swear to God, this thing looks like it just came off the rack. That's how nice these copies were. I mean, you can see a little bit of dinging on the spine, but I mean, they're solid and flat.
It's like 60 years old too. Wow.
It said Wally Wood type Zowie type inking by Wallace Wood.
Yeah. He was inking Kirby, right?
Ayers, Don Heck. Don Heck.
But it still looks like Wally Wood. Anytime he inked anybody, it turned into whoever penciled it into Wally Wood, just because his inking was so strong.
Great stuff. Look at this. I love this stuff.
Oh yeah, the house ads. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I used to go bonkers over the house ad stuff. It's like, oh, I want that book. Can we go down to the Rexall drugstore? And then it was one of those things where my goal was to be able to go at some point in my life, yeah, I got all those.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
Oh man. Gotta love that smell.
Better than drugs, huh?
Oh man, it takes you right. That takes me back to that Rexall drugstore every time. And the last one, number 21, with another Power Man.
Power Man.
Dun,
many cool characters that they could use in the shows and the movies.
Yes, sir. All right, there we go. So let's bring us back together. And we'll find that line, which I know is going to be right here somewhere. Wow, there's a lot of people in there. Okay, there we go. All right, we got Dr. Monchilla saying, good for you, Eric. It's great to be free from the rat race. Yes, 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 yes. Hippies Collectible says, what? 12 already? I know. I'm telling you, the fastest 2 hours in comics right here.
All right.
It goes by so fast. Jackson Roy Kirk says, that doesn't happen, werewolf. Must be your wishful thinking, wanting to be by Rod's feet.
Yeah, there's some creepy, for a family show, there's some creepy moments in this
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Hippies Collectible says, collect what you like and love what you collect. Peace.
My favorite comic book saying right there. Thank you.
Covers it all right there. Michael Taylor says, great show as always. Had a blast, Rod, Shannon, and Peanut Gallery. Have a great weekend and upcoming week. You as well, Michael. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us once again. Appreciate it. Dr. Montilla says, all right, y'all. Hope to see you next week. In the meantime, please love yourselves. And you as well, sir.
And not in a creepy way.
Oh, God, take care. Have a great week, sir. We'll talk to you soon. Scotty Z70. Did you buy it in 1972? Not sure.
Probably talking about those Avengers books.
Oh, no, I didn't buy those until like the early to mid 80s.
Yeah.
So, Hippies Collectible says, Laugh Out Loud Rod did the same thing with my Avengers 4.
Talking about the repro cover, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I had to do that. I had to have a cover for it. Doggone it. Eric K says, the Avengers have always been my favorite Marvel group. I always thought them to be a close equivalent to the Justice League of America. Close, but not equal. Uh-oh. Somebody's a DC fan.
Sorry, guys, but I'm more of a JLA fan.
They were my two team books, JLA and Avengers, man. I loved them equally. And let's see. The Jackson Rockrick says, that Avengers title may take off someday. You could be onto something.
It's a possibility.
Maybe they even make a TV show or a cartoon out of it or something. Maybe a movie.
Maybe.
Werewolf by Lunchtime says, I fall asleep dreaming of his little piggies, Jackson. It's only the smell that wakes me up. Oh, my gosh.
Well, this one just went right off the rails.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, my goodness gracious. Michael Taylor says, congrats on Avengers 1, Rod. Thank you so much, Michael. I was very, very fortunate to be able to have it. Even without a cover, I'll still take it because that story is just awesome. A piece of history right there. Yeah. Eric A says, take care, John. Scotty Z70 says, Kang was replaced by Tang. And Comic Mag Musings. Hey, Bill.
Hey. Glad to have you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it, sir. He says, hello, gang, and hello to you, sir. Hope your weekend's starting off okay.
Absolutely.
Great to have you. Scotty Z70 says, did the Kang actor die? I've not been watching Marvel movies. No, he got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't die, but his career probably did.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. He got in some legal trouble, and that's all it takes. That you become persona non grata.
Right. That's
so,
right.
Well, by Lunchtime says, hi, Bill. What time do you call this? Eric K says, that is still my favorite Wonder Man costume, the original. There you go. Michael Till says, Rod, I see you used Han's tape tip. I've used it before. Yes. Like I call it the captain's loop because he was the first one I ever saw do it. So I've always called it the captain's loop. So absolutely. Sleepy Rita Damien says, Bill, back from the crypt. B. Jackson Rockirk says, hey, Bill. Eric K says, I hated the jacket one Must be Wonder Man's costume there.
Yeah, I think it's probably Marania's favorite, isn't it?
I don't know. We'll probably find out here shortly. Marania says, I didn't collect Avengers, but we read number 4 recently on the Geeky Puppet Show. Oh, that must have been a cool, fun read.
Yeah, I bet it was.
That's a great story. And Marania also says Kang's actor had some legal problems, so they canned him from the MCU, Scotty. Yep. Scotty says, oh, drugs? No, I don't think it was drugs.
No.
Nope. And Damien says, I tend to forget how great those early Avengers covers were. Kirby on fire.
Oh, yes, absolutely he was.
Yes, sir. Comic Mag's musing. Bill says, howdy, Jackson. He also says, hey to Darren. And Marania says, I forget the legal issues. You can Google it, Scotty. There we go. And Bill says hi to Damien as well. Marania says, good morning, CMM. And Comic Mag Music says, hey, Marania. Hey, Marania says, as for the confirm deny, what was the question again, Rod? Whether you liked the Wonder Man, which version of Wonder Man's costume did you like? Was it the jacket? Was the original? Or one of the other ones? Which one did you like the most? Scotty Z70 says, Googled, was arrested in 23 on charges of domestic violence and found guilty in December on charges of assault and harassment. There you go. That's it. And that's all it takes to get you out of a big money-making gig. So yeah. Scotty says, actually, I duck-duck-goed it. I don't know what that means, but okay. Scotty also says, Avengers assemble and form a giant robot. Marvel manga. The Jackson Roarkirk says, he took it out of the bag.
Oh, no.
Put it back. Michael Taylor says, cool Hulk on number 17. Yeah, the Minotaur. And Eric K says, wow, that looks like a beautiful copy, Rod. I can almost smell the book. Yeah, a lot of those early ones that I got were from that collection were very nice shape, man. I can't complain at all. I was very lucky, very blessed to have them. Eric K says, wow, that looks like a beautiful copy, Rod. I can almost, I just read that. Look at that, deja vu, all over again. Sleepy Reader says, always happy when Wally Wood was inking. There you go. And Hans says, of all the heavenly bodies, Uranus is my favorite. Day to everyone.
Way to come in there, Hans.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, well. There we go. Thank you so much for being with us, Hans. Greatly appreciated, sir. Michael says, I hear that minty flapping sound on that Avengers rod. Yeah, they are really nice. Really nice shape. So Michael Taylor says, later, Hans. And he also says, impressive Avengers run, Rod. Well, thank you so much, Michael. Again, I was blessed to be at the right place, right time with something I could trade for him. So I was very, very lucky. Marania says, take care, everyone. Stay safe, cool, and hydrated. Make sure your furry family members stay cool and hydrated as well. Words to live by. Thank you so much, Marania. Appreciate it. And the Gray Man says, bye, all. I was watching between naps. So there you go.
Good.
I got to catch up on a lot of Gray Man's ad things that he's done, too.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. Love watching them. Werewolf on Lifetime says, bye, Gray. Don't sleep for Slingers. That's right. Cover Slingers on later on this afternoon, about 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I believe, on Gray Man's channel. Don't forget to check him out as well. Scotty Z70 says, Justice League of Avengers. I like that. Mike Taylor says, later, Dr. V. And Mike Taylor says, hey, Bill. Comic Mag Musings says, hey, Michael. And Marania says, my favorite Wonder Man costume is a tie between the jacket and the West Coast Avengers. The original is slowly growing on me. Just ditch the mask, and it's great. There we go. There we go. Now we got the answer.
Yeah.
And she also says Wonder Man is a hottie, so he should always show his face. There we go. And Scotty says, if you take a comic out of those plastic tombs, do they turn to dust? No, but they smell great.
That's true.
Miranda says, only if they are super old, like Scotty. Likely Scotty. Oh, I thought you said like Scotty. The Jackson Rocker says, I'm going to make sure Mr. Tony Stark knows what you think about Simon. Oh, starting trouble. Uh-oh. Miranda says, hey now, Tony is still my number one guy at Marvel, but Simon is number 2. Mike Taylor says, later, Miranda. The Jackson Roy Kirk says, okay, gang, time for a mid-morning snack. Have a great week, everyone. You as well, Jackson. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, taking time out of your Saturday to be with us. Greatly appreciated, as always, my friend. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure we'll run into you somewhere in the chat, somewhere along the day. Missing Mars, Double M says, later, peeps, heading over to Cheap Comic Collectors live $2 claim sale. Absolutely, you got to get over there, get a front row seat, get some good books. $2.
Quick. Yeah.
So, and Michael Taylor says, you too, Jackson. And that catches us up with everybody. I want to thank, once again, everybody in the Peanut Gallery for hanging out with us today. You guys make it so much fun, as my brother can attest.
Oh yeah, we're grateful. Like I said, when we started, we didn't know if maybe 5 or 10 people would show up, but you guys have made this show so much more enjoyable, so much more fun. It's always good talking comics and pop culture from when we were kids. And I want to give a big shout out to my partner over here, because he's not been feeling 100%, but he still wanted to do the show, and I appreciate, and I've told him this before, all of the preparation and all the work he does to help make this stream what it is.
Oh, well, thank you, man. I appreciate that more than you know, Shannon. Thank you so much. So, all right. What's that?
It doesn't go unnoticed.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, that does it for us for this week. Hopefully we'll see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll do it all over again. Yep. And show some more great comics and have some good laughs with you guys. You guys always make it fun. It goes by so fast. The fastest 2 hours in comics.
Yeah. And today,
2.5. So, absolutely. So, thank you all very much. And we will be seeing you in all the old familiar places. Take care, everyone.